Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Little Red Machine. I'm Cash Chandler,
And I am Jackson Gunful.
and today we're going to be talking some more Reds baseball.
It's been a while.
It has been a while. We've just been busy with summer stuff. It's called Summer Stack workout thing. Yeah, we've just been busy.
We have a lot to talk about. We're making 2 podcasts in one day.
Yep, 2 podcasts in one day to make up for the absence. We're going to be talking about the Diamondbacks series. Injuries and call-ups, call-downs.
Minor leagues.
Surprising players, minor league updates, all that sorts of stuff. So, Jackson, do you want to go ahead and start us off with Game 1 of the Diamondbacks series?
Sure. So, Game 1. The Reds ended up beating the Diamondbacks by a score of 7-0. Hunter Green pitched. He gave up 1 hit in 7.1 innings on a bunt single on the very first pitch of the game by Dalton Varsho. Brandon Drury hit a home run. With bases loaded, Almora hit a grand slam to make it 5-0 in the first inning.
Almora's been on fire.
Everybody pitched good. That was a game that, if you didn't watch, there was a rain delay.
Yeah.
And there was
funny.
There was a whole bunch of people on the tarp, and they couldn't move the tarp, and the field was covered in water.
Because the third base was like flooded, and then they couldn't put it over third base because there's so much water on the tarp.
They had to bring out 2 mini tarps.
Yeah, they had to bring out mini tarps just to cover third base because the tarp was so heavy because of rainwater.
They were stupid and didn't put the tarp out before it started to pour. They did it when it started to pour, so it was too much rain on it before. The Reds are just very stupid like that.
It's saving money.
The Diamondbacks had 1 base runner the whole game, and that was the hit.
Yep.
Madison Bumgarner pitched 5 innings, gave up 7 runs.
Wow.
Perfect game by Bumgarner. The most surprising players, Tyler Stevenson, before he got hurt, was 2 for 3, 2 runs, 2 RBIs. Farmer, 2 for 3, 2 RBIs. Drury had 2 home runs. He went 2 for 4. Drury now has 13 home runs in the season.
Is he leading our team in home runs?
Yeah.
Wow.
He's just been crazy. He's been
He's
the
playing
most
the best.
surprising player.
This is the best baseball that he's played in his whole life. Like, he hasn't played like this anywhere else.
He might be if everybody watched the Reds like they did with like the Yankees and Blue Jays and Mets and stuff, he might be an all-star. But nobody watches the Reds.
So it'll be hard for him to get voting. But
nobody.
Third baseman? Who else would get in over him?
Manny Machado.
He could be. Manny Machado's.
Nolan Arenado.
Yeah. Manny Machado's having a good year too, so I feel like that he can be an all-star, but we'll talk about that later.
We'll talk about that in a few weeks when it's closer to the all-star game.
Yep.
Second game is a game where the bullpen almost blew it, but Graham Ashcraft had a great game. 6 innings pitched of no runs, 2 hits, 2 base runner game. Both the hits came in the first inning. This game also had a rain delay in the middle of the 7th inning. That's why Ashcraft didn't go out anymore. He only threw 68 pitches in 6 innings. He could have pitched more.
Yeah.
But
I love Ashcraft.
He's probably the Reds' best starter right now.
Yeah.
The Reds got off to a hot start. Votto hit a 3-run home run to begin the game, and then Almora singled to make it 4-0, and Farmer scored. Bottom of the second, Drury hit his 14th home run of the year to make it 6-0. Then Stevenson singled to make it 7-0. Bottom of the third, Matt Reynolds and Nick Senzel hit back-to-back home runs to right field.
That was awesome.
To make it 10-0.
Yep.
Then there was the rain delay, and then the Reds brought in Jared Solomon. Gave up 5 runs on 3 home runs, including a 3-run home run and 2 solo home runs. Did not get a single out in the inning. Then Joel Kuhnel came in and got a couple outs. Tommy Pham hit a home run. He slapped that ball to right field. Then Tyler Stevenson and Arceus Aquino hit a home run, all in the same inning. 3 straight solo home runs, 7 home runs in this game by the Reds.
Aquino's one of those guys where if he makes contact, it's gone.
If he makes contact.
The rest of the time, it's a strikeout.
Then Joel Kuhnel gave up 3 runs in the top of the 9th. The final score was 14-9 Reds. Solomon did not look good.
No,
And Kuhnel did not look good.
Solomon looked very rough.
One of the most surprising guys is Jeff Hoffman.
Yeah, Jeff
He's been
Hoffman.
very good.
Yeah.
Last year, everybody hated him. I was at a game where he gave up 8 runs in 4 innings against the Mets. You didn't say you were at that game?
Yeah, I was at that game. I was in box seats that game. But then Aquino, everybody was going crazy because Aquino in the 9th one, it didn't even matter because we were getting blown out. He had a home run to right field. It was insane.
That was a deep drive to right field by
Yeah.
Castellanos. Farmer actually got a stolen base this game. Woohoo.
Yep.
No one cares. And then Wednesday, the Reds were up 2-0 in the series. I was, of course, at this game. It was a torrential downpour the first hour of the game. Got delayed 2 hours.
Yep.
And I stayed to watch them lose 7-0.
I'll put some videos up right now and pictures of like what it looked like. You can see here it's like pouring down rain, just downpour like crazy. And then here's just another view of the field. And but yeah, there's just a lot of rain downpour in the start.
Yeah. Joey Votto got robbed from a home run in the bottom of the first inning by Alec Thomas.
That Joey Votto, he's been like every single time he's about to hit a home run, it's always robbed.
Yeah,
I've
every
noticed
time. And
Every
he also
time.
had a line drive that got caught by the same player in
Yeah.
the 3rd inning. So
That player.
back-to-back at-bats, robbed of a good hit. Christian Walker hit his 17th home run of the year in this game. Yeah. Mike Minor, not very good.
No.
The bullpen, every single person in the bullpen gave up a run. Minor gave up 3, Sessa gave up 2, Warren gave up 1, Detweiler gave up 1, and Strickland gave up 1. The Reds had 2 errors on Aramis Garcia and Matt Reynolds. Just a very bad game. There were still puddles on the field when they started to play the game. They were, like on the on-deck circle, there was a whole circle of where the water was just. It was bad. Don't know how they played.
Yeah.
I was not expecting them to play. There was a tornado warning in
Yeah,
where we live.
there's a tornado warning. Just last night, there's power going out and trees were flying everywhere in the
Yeah, I
street.
thought our house was gonna fall over.
Yeah, lightning was shaking our
There
house.
was a picture that fell off of our wall because it was so much
Really?
lightning. And
There's still 80,000 people without power.
Yeah.
And at the Cubs game, they had a tornado warning, so they all had to like stand in the stadium, and they all got on TV and stuff. And Cubs didn't even play. Well, they did play after like everybody left, and they got blown out.
Great job. You could have at least won the game.
Speaking of the Cubs, what's that young guy's name who is like he's on one of the biggest base hitting streaks in baseball right now? It's insane. He's gotten on base like every single game ever since he's been called up. I think it was like a 30-something game streak. It was insane. He probably lost it though after that game.
Dude, what, you know his name?
Nope.
Morel.
Might have been Morel. I have no idea.
He has a 377 batting average.
Then that's
so
definitely
I'm
him.
assuming. Center fielder.
Yep.
He had a 28 game on base streak.
Yeah. Did he lose it or?
Yeah.
Oh,
2 games ago.
dang. That was probably the game then. That
Yeah.
Cubs.
They lost 4-1 last night.
Last
Cubs
night.
did.
Yeah. Then it was the game before.
Top of the 9th, they gave up a 3-run home run.
Yeah.
That was a great job.
But
Okay.
But we already talked about some surprising players who did good. But Graham Ashcraft and Hunter Green, when they're both like maybe 3 more years, and then we can get some more prospects called up, I think the Reds are in great shape in the next 3 to 4 years.
I think the Reds and Pirates are going to be at the top of the division in 3 years.
We're
Pirates
gonna
are-
swap with the Brewers and Cardinals once
Pirates
y'all
are
just
good.
gone. Then
The Cubs will just be in the middle for
the
it.
Cubs are just the Cubs.
They're never going to be bad. They're never going to be good. They're like 81 and 81.
They're always
The last game of
500.
the series is the game where everybody cried themselves to sleep. Tyler Stevenson out 4 to 6 weeks with a broken thumb.
When is the Reds organization going to realize that they need to put him at first base instead of catcher? He literally gets hit. So what happened was to all you catchers listening, you know how when you have like the glove out and your other hand that does not have a glove, you're supposed to put it behind you, right? Well, Tyler Stevenson goes out with both hands to catch the ball, and the ball snapped him right in the thumb. And now
his
he's
finger
out.
was bleeding. And
His
all
finger was bleeding.
And
It's
that wasn't even
stupid.
the main thing in the game.
Yeah.
The Reds also cried themselves to sleep because they were up 3-1 in the top of the ninth, and then Tony Santillan gave up 4 runs. 4 runs to lose.
I was watching that. I was screaming.
They lost
So
5-4.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
That was just that was
I
that
don't wanna
right
talk-
there
I
showed
don't-
you why the Reds are
I don't wanna-
22-39.
Yeah.
That right there showed you. They have no good bullpen, and their only good bullpen arm is Alexis Diaz, and he's been bad his last 3 games. So Santillan's not a closer.
No,
I think all of you watching could agree with that
it's ridiculous.
because he walked 3 batters and hit a batter. He gave up 2 hits. I'm still not over that. So the Reds split the series 2-2. And that's the series we'll be talking about today. What was your expectation going into the series about how the Reds would go? I thought they would win 3 out of 4.
Mm-hmm.
My prediction is that the Reds would win. Would go 6-2 against the Nationals and Diamondbacks.
Yep.
They went 3-5.
You can have no promises against this team anymore. I'm not even gonna.
They're
guess.
so inconsistent.
Yes, it's annoying.
They scored 14 runs and then got shut out the next day. They won 14-9 and then lost 7-0.
It's ridiculous. And we were home too.
Yeah. I just don't understand.
Listen up, Castellinis. If you want fans to actually show up to your games, how about you get some good players and invest into some free agents, please, and not yes, that guy, Phil Castellini. Gosh,
Reds celebrate play ball weekend.
nobody cares. I guarantee 5 people showed up to that. They probably charged them to get into the game, to get into the festival.
Probably charge them $10 a piece.
Yeah, $10 a piece just to get into a public festival.
I'm trying to pull up a video of him talking, but it's not working.
What, the one when he's like, where are you gonna go? We're already gone.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's not working. We're already gone.
So stupid.
Okay, what's the next thing on our list?
So we're gonna go ahead and take a step down to AAA and AA,
And high A.
and high A,
And low A.
and low A,
And rookie ball.
and rookie ball, and high school, and little league, and
T-ball.
coach pitch, kid pitch, T-ball, all
And
that. Just kidding. But we're gonna be looking at some T-ball Reds prospects up and coming. Just kidding. So we're gonna be looking at how high A, AA, and AAA is doing. We're gonna go ahead and start off with high A.
So
Which-
the Dragons just got swept in 6 games.
Yeah.
They just lost all 6 games to the Great Lakes Loons.
The Dragons have
They were 36-14. Now they're 36-20. That's still really good, but they had 24 errors in this series.
24
24
errors
in
a
6
series?
games.
In 6.
They had 6 errors their last game of the series. 3 by their center fielder Alan Serta, 2 by Reese Hines, and 1 by Alex McGarry. They're all outfielders.
Wow.
6 errors by the outfielders. They only had 3 hits to 6 errors. De La Cruz went 3 for 4. He's batting .331. He should be called up.
Yeah.
He's the best hitter in the minors right now. 321 batting average.
How many home runs?
16.
16
With
home
14
runs.
doubles.
14 doubles. 321 average. He's fast.
What does that have to do with anything?
I don't know. He's fast. He's athletic. He can be moved up to AAA right now. This instant, he can be moved up to AAA.
Would you rather have... Who would you want to have...
I was just kidding.
Who
What?
would you rather have at shortstop? Barrero, McLean, or De La Cruz? Because
De La
they
Cruz.
have 3 really good shortstops.
De La Cruz.
And where would you put McLean and Barrero then?
No, I'd put De La Cruz at second and then McLean at short.
I would put Barrero at second base, McLean at shortstop, and then De La Cruz at third base. Because he's tall.
Where do you think the Reds are going to put, if they call up, when they call up De La Cruz to the majors, where are they going to put him, shortstop or third?
Probably rotate him. Reese Hines is an outfielder now. He was supposed to be third base, now he's a right fielder. Because I have too many infield prospects. Louisville, they're 24 and 36. And Chattanooga, they're 30 and 28. So they're not doing
Chattanooga is
horrible
above 500.
for now. McLean got called up to AAA. He was in AA to begin the year, and now he's in AAA.
He'll get called up after the All-Star break, I'm calling it.
Maybe. Probably next year is the year for him.
Yeah. Because Well, is McLean gonna play shortstop?
Nobody knows.
Yeah.
They have too many.
Kyle Farmer.
Castellini doesn't know where he's going to even put the team, let alone the players. So he's putting the team in a dumpster right now.
Yeah. The
He
Reds
could
are
literally
like
just go to a dumpster and say the Reds listen to him. Is a problem.
the Reds are like
If they
that
say
one
go get run
spot.
over by a car, they'll all get run over by a car.
The Reds are like that one spot in your yard that, let's say, if you have a dog, that your dog just digs and there's just a huge hole there, and then the Reds are in that hole, and then you know how you have to fill it back up with gravel or dirt, whatever. That's what the Reds need to do. They need to fill it back, that hole back up.
But then the dog is
with
going to
players. But then Castellini, the dog, is gonna come back and start digging again, like he always does.
go again though.
Tyler Stevenson, we already kind of talked about him, like we said,
They're expecting him back after the All-Star break in 6 weeks,
which is
in
trash.
the middle of July.
Okay, moving on to Brandon Drury, a guy that's playing his best baseball right now,
BD.
which I think Brandon Drury could be an all-star this year. He has a lot of potential to be.
I don't think he's gonna. He could be an All-Star. He deserves to be an All-Star, but he's not going to be.
Here's the thing that the Reds need to do. They need to take Brandon Drury and trade him at the right before the deadline. Because a guy like that, he's like a Scooter Gennett. It's a one-time thing. So
He's
and
30
they get
years old
somebody out of
too.
him. Yeah, right.
Same thing with Jeanette. He was old.
He was old. So they need to take Drury and trade him for
Not one,
prospects.
not two, not three, but
Yeah.
4 home runs in a single season, single game. Okay, yeah. So he had 4 home runs in the game. If you want to look, never mind.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's batting .276, 15 home runs, and 40 RBIs. This is career high numbers. His next highest home. This is the most home runs he's hit of the season.
This
His
is why
next
they need to
highest
trade
was
him.
13.
It's a Scooter Gennett repeat.
He played for the Diamondbacks from 15 to 20, played for the Mets last year, and now the Reds this year. And he's been doing good against the Diamondbacks.
It's the Diamondbacks. Anybody can do good at that. But Tyler could.
Okay. I expect him to be on the team for the rest of the year because that's just how the Reds go through.
That's what's gonna happen. But if
They'll trade away Joey Votto or something. And then
something stupid, they'll get rid of Stevenson or something like that.
they'll trade away India and Stevenson to get Homer Bailey or something like that.
They'll get Aroldis Chapman back for Tyler Stevenson and Jonathan India. Aroldis Chapman's a closer now, isn't he?
For the Yankees. But
Yeah.
he's not that good.
No, he's bad.
Next thing.
We're gonna be
is-
talking about Max Schrock. Max Schrock.
Why do you say it like that? Okay. We'll talk about all the injuries at once.
Yeah.
So, if you didn't watch last night's game, TJ Antone was in Arizona on an interview, and he is happy. He got a dog, and that's been his most happy thing, he says. He loves his dog. A golden retriever that he got from South Korea from the pound. They were going to kill the dog.
Yep.
And, yeah. They were going to literally kill the dog, and he
Yeah.
bought it. And now that he's happy.
Yep.
Okay. He'll be
Good
out
job.
until next year still. He had Tommy John surgery, and in his very next game back, he broke his arm again. He had to have Tommy John surgery again. One pitch, and he had that Tommy John. Yeah, that's what he did. Did you see the play when it happened?
It was nasty.
He broke it.
He was like, and it hurt. That looked
It was
painful.
horrible. Okay.
Moving on.
So Max Schrock is going to be back probably sometime in this series against the Diamondbacks.
Yep.
Or against the Brewers, because
We need him against the Brewers, most definitely.
he can hit.
Yep.
He's batting .320 so far in AAA and 35 at-bats with a home run, a couple doubles.
Wow.
Solano will be back in a week. The Reds signed him to an $8 million contract, and they don't understand. They signed Tommy Pham, Mike Minor, and Donovan Solano to a huge contract, but they traded away Castellanos and Winker who get the same amount of money. Would you rather have Winker or Solano? Winker.
All day.
Castellanos or Minor? Castellanos.
Castellanos.
Suarez or the other guy.
Moustakas.
Yeah.
Suarez.
They make me so mad.
Just keep Moose at DH, please.
He can't hit either. He's batting under
he just
200.
sucks. He's an old piece of crap.
He couldn't even hit high A pitching. He used to go back to college.
Yeah, the dude.
Or T-ball.
When he's on the Royals, he should just go back to the Royals. Get out of here. So,
Nobody wants him.
No.
Nobody wants him.
yeah. We should do a trade Moustakas and Joey Votto for Rita
For Pete Alonso.
Okay,
In
so
case you haven't seen Go back to the first
Go back to
episode.
the first episode and know what we're talking about the Pete Alonso trade. Anyways, so we're going to be talking about Lopez and Moran got sent down.
Hey, Lopez isn't that bad.
Lopez
He just
isn't
can't
that bad.
hit
He's just in
So Lopez and Moran both got sent down, and Reaver San Martin is back up. I don't know why. He's not that good.
San Martin sucks.
And Jake Fraley broke his toe by stepping onto a base, running to first base, and he's out for at least 60 days until August. Great
Good
job. Goose is back from the COVID IL. He had COVID for about a month. That is suspicious.
Who cares?
How do you have it for a month? I had it for 3 days.
Yeah. I had
Last
it
year.
for about a week. Now we're going to be talking about Aristides Aquino.
He has a foot injury. He's
Yeah.
out for at least 3 weeks.
I don't think anybody really is devastated by that.
The guy we all been waiting for since April 29th.
Jonathan India! Woo! Jonathan India is making his debut next week. I'm just kidding. Today. He's making his debut against the
Not debut.
Diamondbacks. His injury
First game
debut.
back. Okay, did you
I'm
see
so
that? Did you
excited.
see that
He's
last
going to
night?
go 0 for 20. What?
Did you see last night that Joey Votto made a TikTok with some girl?
Yeah, so Joey Votto, this girl held up a sign and said, Joey Votto, make a TikTok with me. And he made a TikTok about them doing the gritty, and Joey Votto hit the gritty. Did you see it?
Yeah. Joey Votto is the best teammate and best role model to all the young people out there.
He's also the most interesting player in baseball. Go watch Baseball Doesn't Exist. He made a whole video on Joey Votto. It's quite interesting.
He's pretty weird. He was never like this until this year, and now he's thinking about getting a gold and silver tooth.
He would get suspended for getting in umpires' faces and almost punching them. He'd bump his chest in Joe West's face.
And he had anger issues. Now all he does is just smile and hit home runs.
And then, now I can smile, which is good, because when he overcame depression and got the MVP, that was awesome.
He also gave his first home run ball to his dog, and then a couple days after, his dog died.
Yep. So moving on.
Okay.
I
know some weird things about Joseph.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Nope, that's pretty much it for the first episode
the
back.
day.
Our injury debut. That's our first episode of the day. We will be making another one.
We'll be posting this one before the other one.
Episode 4 will not be released probably the same day as this one. It'll probably be the next day or something. So yeah. Thank you everybody for listening to the Little Red Machine.
We're gonna try not next podcast, but the next podcast we'll either try to get Cash's dad, Alex's dad, Alex on here, Cannon, Sam. That could be great,
No.
Sam.
Sam does not watch baseball at all. So, thank you everybody for listening. Screw the Castellinis, and bye-bye.